another episode. I'm going through like my to-do list of things that people have been asking me to do. Trying to catch up, get all that stuff done. Yeah. Foods. We're gonna make some foods. Food's pretty easy. Food is extremely easy, actually, as long as you understand the theory behind it. So what we're going to do is this is going to be half lecture, half practical, right? So kind of like one of my college classes. You're going to be learning both the theory and the practice of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually come into our forge source, and we are going to cruise down to net.minecraft.item, and we're going to open up the item class. And what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down, and we're going to look at some of our foods. Bread. There's one, so it's referencing a class item food. And it has three values: an int, a float, and a boolean. Golden apple, int, float, boolean. Cake. Cake is cake, apparently. And apparently cake uses the item ring class. So there's the repeater. That's weird. I'll have to look into that. Cookie. Be that cookie. Int, float, so on. Melon, beef, cooked beef, chicken, rotten flesh. Yeah, rotten flesh. So, let's talk about the theory of this. Created a little something that I'm going to actually share with you guys. Try to understand what a lot of this means. So, the first one that you have is a heal amount, and we can actually just go into item food, and we can see that this 3391 is our heal amount. 3392 is the saturation modifier, and our boolean is Wolf's favorite meat. So essentially, will the wolf eat it or not is really what those three values are. So I've created a little chart here, and I'm going to actually put the link to this in the description, so that way you guys can come in and check it and kind of see it for comparison. What I did with this was really I kind of laid out I did put all the food in here, of course, but I put in some of them. And the class that it uses. So there's a specific reason why the golden apple has a different class. So if you're just making generic food, you can reference this class, and that's cool. You'll have a heal amount. This is the amount of, so you know, we've kind of talked about hearts. You have 20 hearts. You have 20 points towards your 10 shields. You don't have 20 hearts. You have 10 hearts. And then a half a heart. So 20. 20 total. Appears as 10, 2 each. Same with your armor shields. Same with your hunger. So when you eat a baked potato, it's going to restore 3 of your hunger bar. Alright, 3 of those little like roast legs. Saturation. Now saturation is kind of tough to describe. You'll see that the thing that has the best saturation here is an apple gold. Both cooked beef and cooked pork chops are up there. So what is saturation? Saturation is essentially how long does that food keep you satisfied before you need to eat again. Now, I always thought that it was kind of in my head, but I noticed that when I lived off of certain things, like a melon's a good example, right? Like if you get into fruit or bread, I would notice that like if I wasn't eating the certain kinds of food, I would get hungrier faster. And that's really what saturation means, is how long are you going to be satisfied having eaten this item. Now you'll see that golden apple is the highest, right? So that's kind of an explanation of saturation. I haven't seen anything that's higher than 1.2 float, so I don't know how high I would go with this. Um, I'm a big guy on balance. I see a lot of folks who will be, well, I'm just going to put in 5 floats, and that way it's the most fucking awesome food in the whole game. Which, I mean, that's cool and all, but what's the point? Like, all you need to do is go out and get that. There's no fun. There's no balance. And that's what I think a lot of players really enjoy about your mod, is how well balanced it is, right? If they can zoom to your in gear immediately, there's no balance in it. It's not a lot of fun. They don't have anything to work for. That was kind of one of the problems with equivalent exchange in the old Technic pack. Like, once you got a condenser, all you needed to do was just find one of those items, and then you could just create a cobblestone pump using red power and just start pumping cobblestone in there and just making diamonds, right? And then you get to the point where you're doing the harvesting it from the sun, and it's just red matter all the time. Oh, I need a bazillion diamonds. There's no balance to it. Does that make sense? Wolf meat, true or false? Will the wolf eat it? Right? That's pretty straightforward. And then I threw in the unlocalized names. We're going to come to this later in the tutorial, but I have a potion effects, because we're just going to get that out of the way here. There's no point in doing 2 episodes. You know, hey, we'll make the food, we'll add the potion effect to it. So, that being said, let's head up to lectures over, by the way, time for practical. So pull out your pens and papers and jump into your main modding class. And let's do this. We're going to do a public static item, and we're going to say food, and we're going to say hot dog. And the reason why we're choosing a hot dog is because I've already created a texture for a hot dog. And a rib. Yum, hot dogs and ribs. So, with this first one, we're going to make use of the item food class. So, items, let's just do this. Food, and we are going to say that our food, hot dog, is going to be equal to new item food, so we're using that class, and this is where we specify our 3 values, right? Our heal amount for a hot dog, we're going to put 6, so it gives you 3 of your hunger bar back. The saturation, so how satisfied is this going to make you? I'm going to make this the same as bread, so we're going to do 0.06 float. And is this Wolf's favorite food? Well, yeah, my dog eats a hot dog. Now, the thing is we don't have access to edit this class, right? We can't come in here and put a bunch of stuff. So we have to put a lot of our modifiers in here. Specifically, we are going to do what we always do, and we're going to set the unlocalized name, which is going to be hot dog. We're going to set the creative tab here. We also need to set the texture, which I don't normally do, but that's okay. And you'll notice that I'm going to do this a little bit differently than I normally do it. And the reason for that, well, I guess to kind of give you a little bit of background, right? So I've had some people say, well, dude, why don't you just use this? Well, the thing is when you use this, right, that's cool. That's fine. I'm totally cool with that. But when you do something like this, you're hard coding it, right? So what I mean is, say I want to change this to Polish dog. I'm going to have to change it here, and I'm going to have to change it here. Whereas using the method where you're just getting the unlocalized name, all you need to do is change it in one place, and it kind of trickles down from there. I kind of explained the same thing with the GUI handler, how we have these IDs up here rather than hard-coding the IDs into the handler for each individual item. All I have to do is come here, and it trickles down to everything, all of the classes that references that, because I'm referencing a variable and not an item. So that's a short explanation. That's why I do that. So our hot dog. And I'm pretty sure this is going to do the texture, because I do the other thing so much. I'm not entirely sure. It's not fresh in my brain. So error. Doesn't look like we have any errors. Let's come in and take a peek. Yep, I know those are missing. I already did this once before. They're coming back in and doing it again. So we'll do some game mode 1. And we're going to go to our creative tab and no hot dog. You know why there's no hot dog? Because I'm a dumbass. And I did not register it. Food, hot dog, like so. Now let's see if it's in there. Woo, hot dog. Didn't name it, of course. Game mode 0. I have full hunger. So let's go run some of this. Let's go run some energy off. I got a sword. Do I have armor on? Oh, I have armor on. We're good. Just so you know, running. Running actually makes it so you run to your hunger faster. Jump. I wonder if there's a Hojima-wudgeon around here. Oh, look at these guys. These guys are all like, we are going to kill the villagers. Good night, son. I'll see you in the morning. Oh, I forgot these guys drop apples. Oh, I'm dead. Boom! That was scary. I didn't realize that I had a creeper that close to me. Gosh, look at all these zombies. I'm down 3.5 bars of health. So hopefully here soon. They're shooting at me for. Okay. We're out here. Oh great, and I have a bunch of them right outside my house. I just want to test food. Okay, so let's eat the food. Should do 3. I have 5.5 missing, so we should have 8.5, 7.5. Because I had 4.5, now I have 7.5. So there's your food, right? Sweet, easy. That's just if you want just generic food, right? That's pretty straightforward. However, if we want to do some custom food that does some custom stuff, specifically potion effects, ribs. What we're going to do, those ribs are a little rare, by the way. If you're doing pork, make sure that you cook them to FDA standards, and that way you don't get a bad case of trichinosis. Food, BBQ, ribs, yum. Now, because we want to add some special stuff to this, we have to put it into a class that we can manipulate. So to do that, we are going to do food, BBQ ribs, and we're going to pass along the same stuff. This one we're actually going to make super duper. It's going to restore 5 hunger points. And the satisfaction or saturation of this is going to be 1. So it's going to keep us going for a while. And of course we want our dog to eat it. What dog does not like ribs? Just like hot dogs, right? And we are going to say, what did I name that texture as? BBQ ribs. BBQ ribs. Yum. Yum. And there we are. So now let's jump into our class and let's create that bad boy right now. Where are we going to put this? We just put it in items. That's good enough for me. As you can imagine, this is going to extend item food. And we're going to do our imports, and we're going to have a constructor. The constructor is going to be, nope, that's not what we want. We want this one, the infloat and boolean. It's going to be all derpy, so we'll just change this to heal. We'll change the float to saturation, and the boolean is going to be wolf meat. So that way it's something that we actually understand what it is. Sweet. What we're going to do is, I want to set a potion effect on this, right? So we're going to choose the second one. Sets the potion effect on the item. So really what this is going to do is it's going to give us, how do you say, a specific potion effect to the item. When we eat the item, it's going to give us that potion effect. What I'm going to do is we're going to do 10, which is regeneration. We want it to last for 60 ticks. It's going to be regen 1. I think that's what it is. Like if I do 2, it'll be regen 2. If I do 1, no. 0 is 1. Yes, 0 is 1, 1 is 2. Right? So that totally makes sense. Not sure what this does. Let's take a peek and find out. Such args, potion ID, duration will be multiplied by 20. Amplifier, float, probability of effect happening, 1 float. So I'm guessing 1 float is will always happen. That's what I'm thinking. Yep. 0 to 1. So if you do a 0.5 float, it'll probably be 50%. So, in our spreadsheet, I put the potion effects in their IDs. So then that way you can identify which of those. You see that we're doing 10, so we're doing regeneration. And you can add multiple potion effects. So you can do regeneration and nausea at the same time. Let's actually do jump boost as well. So we will copy this and we'll paste that in. And we're going to do jump boost. And let's actually set that to 1, so that way we get regen 2. What else do we need to do here? Well, we need to do our texture. This dot set texture. And I'm going to make those folks happy. Neocraft.mod ID. Plus this dot get unlocalized name dot sub string 5. Bitchin'. Why does it not like this? Because I didn't put a plus in it. Like so. And we gotta get to it. Gotta get that. Import this dot set creative tab, neocraft tab, bitchin'. Let's save that. What else do we need to do? No errors. We got to come down here. And we got to say, lazy bastard. Food hot dog. Food BBQ ribs. And we are going to name this BBQ ribs. I had a little bit of texture when I was testing the texture problem when I was testing this, so let's keep an eye on this and make sure that we don't. Yeah, texture problem. It's saying null. And it did that last time, so I bet you a nickel we're going to get in here and that texture is not going to be there. Game mode 1. Nope, it is not there. However, let's test it just to be sure. So we're missing some, and this should actually just pump us all the way up to the top because we're missing 2.5, and this will do 5. And it should give us 2 potion effects. Regen. I don't have the extra jump effect, it looks like. Can you only do 1 potion effect per? I've seen in some mods where you step in water and you get multiple potion effects. They did the second one in the line. Let's troubleshoot some stuff. So, set unlocalized name barbecue ribs. And what is our thing? Barbecue ribs. But it's saying that it's null. Huh. Sound like a villager when I do that. Neocraft.mod ID. I don't like doing this. But we'll try it. And that potion effect just isn't working. Maybe it's because it's 0. We had regen 2 on there. So I'm not sure. We're gonna have to wait for it to wear off, I think, anyways. Did that fix my problem with the texture? Probably did. Yeah, it did. Still not naming shit. Shame on you, Nathan. Three, 2, 1. Yeah, see, regen 2, I had that as 1. Oh, and it won't let me. Yeah, we'll try to run some energy off, at least half a bar. Try to get half a bar down. Why are you not dying? Oh, I was gonna say, stay away from the creeper. This pathway goes out quite a ways from the village. Run, 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 run. Ooh, more XP. Set that saturation too high. It's taking forever for it to come off now. Okay, I bet if I run home now I should have lost at least half a health bar. Run, 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 run. There we go. Regen 2. But no jump boost. Am I doing it right? Is it actually jump boost on there? 8? I don't know. I'm stumped. If you guys have any clue, let me know. Because I don't know. So, yeah, that concludes our food tutorial. Questions, comments, anything like that, let me know below. Y'all have a good night. I think I'm actually going to play some Minecraft tonight. I want to play it rather than make it. Yeah. Alright, love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.